to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So BYU's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have
hauls it in, the first down and more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Complete downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Lowers those pads. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Kansas State's offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. This time it's complete.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend, and you saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Release to the back. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play, it's just lingerie on the deck after that move. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Unloads to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. K-State trying to cannonball their way to a score from the red zone. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Martin. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. On the move, it's Edwards. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle. It's Spockmeyer. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. BYU right back to the line. Williams looking for a man. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll run it from the gun. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for space. It's Edwards. Across the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the foot.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Williams will pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a connection. Oh, he got loose. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is...
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete to the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 19 to Toledo. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the...
That is slipped out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Williams looking for a man. They're working that left side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Snap it to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though. They get another.
There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Kansas State in business in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Hagan. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Williams will pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.